Hello, welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach, and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Merry Christmas.
And today we're doing our third annual Christmas video.
That's right. Yeah.
It's hard to believe we've almost been doing this for 4 years now. We
Wow.
started in March of 2020.
And it seems like yesterday when we were just filming with an old iPad, you know?
Yeah. But every year we've been doing a Christmas video, doing bottles that we give to each other, usually a bourbon and a rye.
Mm-hmm.
And today we've set the bottle price limit of about $60. Last year it was $50, but with the inflation and prices going up and everything, we'll
do 60.
We did 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we may not have to worry about that next year after Trump's tariffs come into play. Whiskey prices are going to drop drastically as the overseas markets are shut down.
That's right.
But anyway.
Which one should we start out with?
I'll start off with, I brought you a bottle of I know it was one of your favorites.
Yes.
It is the Old Forester 1897
Yeah.
Bottled in Bond.
Yeah, that's one that both Becca, my girlfriend, and we both love that bottle. Particularly there was one a couple years ago that was really, really good.
Well, let's hope this one lives up to that. Because, Bottled in Bond whiskey is going to be a vintage whiskey. It's all going to be from the same year, so it's going to be different every...
I guess that's the great thing about it, right?
That is one of the best things about it, in my opinion.
You get a little nice surprise every once in a while.
All right. Well, even the one that wasn't quite up to standard to the one the year before was still pretty damn good.
It was still really good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that caramel, banana, hint of baking spices and oak.
It's got that kind of Old Forester nose.
Yeah.
Maybe a little. Yeah, baking spices. Yeah, maybe a little citrus. All right.
Caramel,
that's really good.
banana. Maybe, like I said, maybe a little citrus.
That's really good. And it's interesting, like, I just finished a coffee, like, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes ago. So it's kind of, on my tongue, it's kind of bringing out, like, a brown sugar, caramel, chocolate notes on it. I mean, gosh, I guess that would really go good with, what's a good coffee drink? Like I don't know. Like an Irish coffee almost, but just use the bourbon. Yeah, that's really, really good.
Yeah, it's great bourbon.
Yeah. Oh, Becca's going to love that one. I can't wait for her to try it.
Okay. What do we have next?
All right, for you, I got this guy, the Russell's Reserve Private Barrel Selection Single Barrel.
Very cool. 110 proof. Do they put an age statement on this? 8 years. Total wine and more. Well, that's one thing I am a little disappointed in. I don't believe in total wine because they basically are running the small
bases out of
business, but I forgive you.
Well, it's the holidays, you forgive me.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Yeah, I prefer to buy from a locally owned shop like Frankfurt Avenue Liquors. I love that place.
Yeah, Frankfurt Avenue Liquors is a good one. Cox's is very good. It's got that wild turkey nose. A lot of leather.
It's rich, yeah. Nice oak, leather.
Yeah. Some vanilla and some...
A hint of tobacco in there, maybe? Or
a little bit of baking spices, maybe. Let's take a sip. Excellent barrel.
Yeah. And I'm getting a nice, like, hint of cinnamon on that.
Yeah.
At the end, that's really good flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about Wild Turkey single barrels, though. Yeah, I've always said, one of the best whiskeys I ever drank was a Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit single barrel. Mm-hmm. And one of the worst I've ever drank was a Wild Turkey single barrel. Single barrels should be very varied in their flavor. It really depends on who tastes it, who's picking the barrel.
Yeah.
And this one, they did a good job.
This one's a winner, yeah. This is really good. I put it up there with the Old Forester.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Mm-hmm.
Well, what I've got for you now, I was out doing a book signing with at Kelly Ramsey's Art Eatables, and I got to taste this whiskey, and I liked it. Honest with you, it's a little bit over the $60 price limit, but that's probably because Kelly doesn't have, the ability to cut the prices down like everybody else. So I went ahead and bought it, and it is one of Jim Rutledge's products that he's working on. It is the Art of Alchemy Straight Rye Whiskey. And it is 80% rye, 12% corn, 8% malted barley.
Okay.
And I thought it was a very tasty rye whiskey.
So is this the first thing he's put out with this company?
He's got some other Art of Alchemy brands out there. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I haven't tried any of the others. But I thought I liked this one when I tasted it. Yeah. I like the fact that it's an 80% rye instead of one of those 95% ryes, which are boring the hell out of me nowadays. They all taste pretty much alike.
Yeah.
I much prefer them playing around with the mash bill 80%. Maybe even a 70% would be good.
Yeah, just keep it interesting, yeah. Oh, it's got a nice nose.
Yeah, get that ryegrass.
Vanilla. Is that like a lemony, cardamom-y?
Yeah, I was going to say more cardamom. There's a fruit in there, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe peach or apricot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apricot sounds good.
Take a sip.
That's very good.
Yeah.
It's got that nice vanilla, a good punch of that rye spice. Mm-hmm. Cardamom is there. And I get that apricot.
Yeah. Definitely apricot.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke. And on the finish, I'm getting a little bit of a white pepper.
Yeah. Just a hint of that. Yeah. It's not super hot or anything like that.
Yeah, real floral white pepper.
Yeah. It's a nice, pleasant finish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really good. All right. So this one I picked up. It's the Still Austin Straight Rye Whiskey. Whenever we go down to New Orleans, Still Austin has a booth at the Bourbon Festival down there, and we always enjoy their products. And we've tasted some and reviewed some before. But yeah, so I thought that would be a good option for us to try this one and for Christmas. I think this one might be a 2-year-old, maybe. I can't remember what the label said, but
let's just see what the specs are on this. Aged at least 2 years.
Okay.
Certified Texas whiskey, and it is a straight rye. The Artist is what it's called.
The Artist. Okay.
Yeah.
They've got like an artsy cover. I like their bottling.
Looking, where's the proof at on this? Oh, there it is. It is 99.6 proof.
It's an interesting proof.
Yeah. Technically, I think they could have done it if it was 4 years old. Did it as a bottled and bond, because you get a little bit of leeway in the actual proof, and I think 0.4 is still, you could call it 100 proof.
So you go either way,
Right.
either like 99.6 or 100.4.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, something like
I didn't know
that.
that. That's
Yeah, they give you a little bit of a leeway there. You know.
Have you ever been to Austin, Texas?
No, I haven't.
I'd love to visit there.
I want to go down there. There's several distilleries I'd love to see. I'd love to see Still Austin. I'd love to see Milam and Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is nice. We got a nice rye nose.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a mint.
Lots of vanilla on that one.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Let's take a sip.
It's a good 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's solid.
I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't over 2 years old. Probably, maybe, like some of it could, 2-year-old might be the youngest, but there might be some 3, maybe even 4-year-old whiskey in this.
Yeah, it's got a lot of flavor for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice whiskey.
Mm-hmm. It's got that. Yeah, you get a lot of the rye, a lot of the vanilla. It's very sweet.
Yeah. I've always loved everything Still Austin has done.
Yeah, me too.
I have to say that, in my opinion, they're probably the best distillery in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Heather Green, but Milam and Green are distilling a lot of their stuff here in Kentucky and shipping it to Texas. But which they make excellent products.
They do.
But
That's
I'm
really
just
good.
saying, a completely Texas
Just
whiskey.
Yep.
Still
Made in
Austin
Texas.
is doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
So what was your favorite of the day, you think?
Oh, wow. That's a tough decision.
That is a tough one.
I really like the Old Forester.
I think that one too, yeah.
And, of course, the Wild Turkey Russell Reserve is always good.
Yeah. 2 ryes are really good too.
Yeah. I'd say between the bourbons, I'd have to go with the Russell Reserve. Is my favorite. Between the ryes, I'd have to go with the Art of the Alchemy.
Yeah. I think I'm with you on that. It's really close with the Old Forester and the Russell's Reserve, but
The Still Austin is really good. Don't get me wrong.
it is really good. It's really good.
But I think that Art of the Alchemy just edged it out.
Yeah, it's a little more
A little more complex.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Matt, I actually got you another little present here.
Oh wow.
The 3rd edition of the Bourbon Tasting Notebook just came out, and I want you to have a copy.
Oh, Mike, thanks.
It's got over 500 different bourbons in it.
Wow. Man, this is so exciting. I love the first 2 editions. Now, where can we pick this up at?
You can get it on Amazon and probably most bookstores that carry it. Most distilleries are carrying the Bourbon Tasting Notebook. I don't know if they had the 3rd edition out yet, but because it only hit the shelves this week.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know my local go-to for most of my spirits is the Wine Rack because it's a couple blocks away.
Yeah.
And they always have your books out there, like front and center. So, yeah, it's a great book. I love them. So, well, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Christmas.
All right. So, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Cheers.
And remember, if you like this video, please tell a friend. Hit subscribe. And always remember to drink responsibly.